All right, this is it. Hi.
Hi, yeah, welcome to the Trudging Along podcast. This is where we talk about how much the life fucking sucks.
Okay. That's true in theory. Yes, it is about trudging along. And for anyone that's new to the podcast, welcome. Hello. Hi. Trudging along. To trudge, the slow, weary, yet determined walk of a man who has nothing left in life but to simply soldier on. And that's us.
Yeah, soldiering on.
Soldiering on. Ooh, soldier, Ukraine. That's what's going on there. Russia, soldier. That's immediately what I thought of.
Oh no, let's not get political.
Well, is it political? We can talk about it, but maybe later. I don't know. We'll
We're
find
gonna talk
out.
about World War III.
Cheers. I'll say it right now. I would do terrible as a foot soldier.
Oh yeah, just drop the mag out of the gun and then
I don't know.
Get two in the chest.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I would be an embarrassment to my country, I think, if I had to fight in any kind of war.
You know what's strange when you think about it though? When wars are fought, it's always by like a large. You always think you're making a difference, but when you're one man in a war, you don't do anything really. You
Tell
just
that to
die. You
Rambo.
just die. Oh, Rambo, I guess.
Or what about Hacksaw Ridge? What about that?
Oh yeah, okay. There's a couple exceptions to the
Those
rule.
those are the exceptions that prove the rule. You're saying,
But there's
I
not
get what you
there's
mean,
not
yeah.
one guy that's like running around that's
No.
impervious to bullets.
Yeah, Superman, if he were to
Yeah,
ever fight
so
in a war.
Literally, like when a war is won, it's like it's won
Well,
by
it's the
large amount of people.
Yes, it's the collective. It's the collective feat and heroics of individuals.
No, but I know. But when you join a war, you're probably thinking, "I'm making a difference." But
Yeah,
like,
but
what
you
do
are,
on
but
this
not.
thing-
It's kind of like voting. It's like you're making a difference, but not necessarily individually.
Yes.
Unless you happen to be that one guy in the middle of the battalion that happens to get that one shot off that ricochets off somewhere and then puts a bullet through the sergeant's eyes that was driving a tank, and then all of a sudden he veers off a bridge and then takes out half that bridge, and the opposing army is all just fucked.
That's a lot.
You make a difference
that's
then.
a lot of dominoes. That's
Yeah,
dominoes.
no, it's right. But that's all war is, right? It's just a bunch. Basically, both sides set up all the dominoes they can. They flick them down, and they see who's left standing.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked. I feel like it's crazy, and it's also crazy to me that you can see people here in Canada protesting and saying that my rights are being violated and freedom and all this kind of bullshit. When you have a real life example of like men 18 to 65 are not allowed to leave the Ukraine right now because like they're just like, well, we think we need bodies, we need boots on the ground. So that's a real example of your freedom being taken away, and I think it's just fuck. I mean, get out while the getting's good, I guess. I don't know. It's messy. What the fuck do I know?
Hey, but things are looking up. We just got out of that pandemic, and now
are we out of it? Wow,
well,
I didn't know that.
we're not out of it, but it's easing.
We were getting better. Yeah, we're inching forward.
Right into a massive war.
Yeah, no, I saw someone said we're just gonna really skip the Roaring '20s and go straight to another world war. Hey, I was like, it's pretty funny, but also insanely accurate.
Out of the fire and into the fire.
Out of the fire into
No,
out of the frying pan into the fire.
I was making a joke though.
Right. One fire. Our fingertips touched there, and I fucking hated
and
it.
into the fire. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I did. I didn't like it at all.
Fuck you.
Don't keep your hand away from mine.
Out of the fire and into the fire.
That's a good joke. I like that. You're right. Yeah. Out of the fire into the inferno. What about that?
Oh, even stronger fire. That
Yeah.
means an even stronger temperature.
Yeah, out of the inferno into the fire. No, that's less. I don't know. I wouldn't do well as a burn victim either.
Out of the fire and into the crematorium.
There it is. That's one place I would excel, actually.
The crematorium?
Yeah, if I'm dead.
Well, that's where they burn your body.
Yeah, no, I'm dead there. If I make it to the crematorium, I'm good there.
They burn the. You know what I never realized?
Lay it on me.
Is they burn your beautiful coffin as well.
There's no fucking. Wait a minute. I thought the whole point of being. So my wife used to work.
They buy a coffin for you. You buy
Right.
a coffin? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hang on one second. My wife used to work in palliative care, and she said all of the old men would always say, just cremate me because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one getting cremated in a Cadillac coffin, right?
No, you can buy a really low-end coffin for your loved one.
Well, you know what I call a low-end coffin?
What?
A box. You get a wooden, but you just
No, they're featured. You can't.
no
get
shot.
just a
You
box.
can no way. You're telling me. Hang on, I didn't know this. Wait a minute. You're telling me when I die, there's no option to be like, can you put him in like a balsa wood box?
Well, no. Wait, I think you can, but then you can't.
Of course you can.
You can't have a viewing.
I'm okay with that. Personally, for me, you don't need to view me. Here's what I want for my funeral. I've thought a lot about it. It gets me a little turgid sometimes. For my funeral, I want the cheapest option to cremate me. Like I want to be in like a little fucking, put my ashes in a Scotch bottle. Now that I'm thinking about it, put my ashes in a Scotch bottle, okay?
Yeah.
With a custom label. And then I want you to put me up on a bar top, and I want you to take the money that you would traditionally spend on a funeral, and I want you to open the bar up to everyone. And I want there to just be drinks flowing. I want everyone to have a great time. Obviously, if we can afford it, at the very least, some Bare Naked Ladies on the playlist. If we can get them live, if they're still alive. I mean, I was hoping to Amy Winehouse it, and I've passed that.
They'll be
ship
alive
has sailed.
still in 3 years.
The fact that you just said that's what makes you such a good friend, is that you believe in me, that I can be dead in 3 years. I appreciate that.
I mean, I'm
hoping. Your fingers and mine both crossed. But that's what gross. I want. I want a party.
Gross. That sounded gross.
What? Our fingers crossing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's better than red vining.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
That's when our shafts...
okay. Twisting dicks? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's called... Look it up. Look up red vine. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the term red vining...
If I can find a picture of it...
Also, though, doesn't really make sense to me. Don't look up... What, you need a picture. I think red vining is when both shafts are interconnected, but they'd have to be in their flaccid state. Am I correct?
Well, let's take a look.
You can't look. I don't know about anyone else's erections. I can only speak from my own. You can't really twist it around something, right? It is what it is. They call it wood for a reason. It's stiff as a plank, stiff as a board. There's no bend in that.
I can't say.
No, you have to say no. You have to say no.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Urban Dictionary. First of all, not a real thing. Okay. How about this? After we read this, let's look up our names in Urban Dictionary. That's a fun thing to do.
It says when two homosexual males intertwine their penises together, similar to the snakes on the medical symbol.
Yeah, I'm going to visit a buddy of mine in May in New York who's finishing up his residency as a surgeon, and I really wanted to incorporate red vining and like the medical symbol into a gift for him, but I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Oh my God! It shows two rats red vining their tails.
Oh yeah, that's red, but
yeah.
But you see what I mean? You can't do that with an erect penis. It's flaccid. I think it's slang, and I don't think it's a real thing.
What, red vining?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slang. What's Urban Dictionary?
Okay, it's kind of like scissoring. That's not a real thing, right? Scissoring makes sense, though, in theory. Do you know any lesbians that have scissored? I don't personally know any that I'm comfortable enough asking.
I think it's a real.
It is a real
sex
thing.
Act, yeah.
Yeah, because you can bump clams and still feel good, right?
I think that's what goes on.
Yeah,
I don't know much about the bedroom.
I don't see any sexual gratification from. I'll put it to you this way: if I had a metal straw that was ribbed for my pleasure at my house, and I tried to red vine like C-3PO,
I don't. That's not going to do anything.
No, it's like what are we doing here? I mean, it's novel, I guess. If you're reaching for that in your grab bag of tricks just to try and reignite the fire whenever relationship you have, or to try and feel something again sexually, there's several like bridges you've crossed that maybe you shouldn't have.
I'm not following.
What I'm saying is, if you think like red vining is what's going to do it for you, you've probably crossed several thresholds.
Oh, you mean you're out of ideas?
Yeah, like there's a couple. There's obviously a few things before red vining that you've tried that you shouldn't.
There's an actual medical term where if you watch too much porn,
yeah,
you become desensitized, so you don't get aroused anymore.
Oh, isn't that religion?
No.
Oh, what is it then? If you become desensitized,
no.
That's
If a kid,
yeah,
this is a real thing. This is a real medical term.
But I think it's adults more than kids.
No,
right?
If kids when they're in their adolescence watch too much porno,
right,
it's harder for them to get aroused.
Yes, that I've heard.
Yes,
I think it's for everyone
because their bar is way too high.
Right. Yeah. Well, they also have. I mean, if you're learning about sex through pornography, it's like learning about driving a car by watching The Italian Job. It's like, well, I mean, theoretically...
or F1, Formula 1.
Right, yeah, like theoretically, yeah, that's possible in a vehicle with four wheels, but like that's not how 99.9% of the population drives, and this was all very stylized and shot to make you feel a certain way. That might be the best analogy to pornography I've ever thought up of on the spot. Driving a car in The Italian Job to fucking in pornography.
Ew, did you have to see that?
What about what I said was so egregious to you?
Pornography?
Fucking in pornography? What do you want? Making love in pornography? There's no love being made there.
Or something slang.
Getting down?
Fucking sounds like a preacher.
If you get down on me, I'll get down on you.
Oh, great
do you remember that song?
If you get down on me, I'll get down on you.
That's it. That also
P44.
Yeah, it is. And also, when you think about it, it's very transactional.
And then people change it to, if you go down on me, I'll go down on you.
That's the same thing. If you get down on me, if you go down on me, same fucking thing.
Is that the premise of the song?
100% it's the premise of the song.
Oh, the kids that was like a teenage song.
Yeah, that's how fucked up it was.
What if the parents knew what was going down?
No shot parents even listened to it. How would they listen to it?
It was on the radio all the time.
Yeah,
that was like a radio hit.
But when you have kids singing along to songs, you just tune them out, right? Anything to shut them up.
I don't think if you get down on me, I'll get down on you meant going down.
What the fuck else could it mean? If you get down on me, I'll get down on you. What else could that mean? Please tell me. Like spitball an idea. If you get down, I don't know. If you fix something that's, what else could it possibly mean?
Just my luck. It doesn't load.
But come on, what else could it be? If you get down on me, I'll get down. It's 100% sexual. It is oral sex. That's what it is.
B44. Look at they. How did it, they look like they're made in a tube?
Wow, yeah, those are definitely test tube babies.
Here we go.
We can legally play this, right? Who cares? Yeah, there it is. That's it.
Can we legally play this?
Look at the comments.
We can't legally play this.
Yeah, we can. What are you gonna take? We're nobodies. Who cares? This is it. Okay, first of all, the intro's way too long. That man looks like a fucking predator.
Yeah, I know. They all do.
Look at his head. His hair looks like it's a sea urchin.
And the premise of the video, like some kid watching.
Some kid is looking at them through
a kaleidoscope.
What are they? It's not a kaleidoscope. What are those called? Fucking where you pull down the lever on the side of it and it makes a slide go around. A magic viewer, viewfinder. That's it. I will do anything that you want me to. It's a game of give and take to make it to
They all look so fucked up, these guys, too.
But I bet you in that video, they're probably like 19, 20. They look like they're 35. You're just captivated by guys in muscle shirts, hey, on a beach? I am too, by the way.
No, the lyrics are, when nighttime turns to day again. Like, wow, that's fucking groundbreaking.
Like, it may or may not ever happen. I told you, man, that's a sexual song. That's 100% sexual. Get down, go down, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all semantics at this point.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, I understand the attraction, though, of watching guys, like cut guys in...
What are you doing with your hand
I'm pointing at your phone. I understand, like... I watched Finding Magic Mike. Did you watch this show?
No, we talked about this already.
Not on the podcast.
I think we did.
No, because this was last week that I talked about this, or that I saw this. And we haven't had a podcast in a couple weeks.
Oh, we talked about it on the movie podcast.
Right, well, whatever. This is a different we're going to say it again.
No, we're not rehashing. I've already heard this fucking story.
Well, no, it's not a story. I'm asking you a question now. I'm being more direct with you. I'm saying, don't you appreciate the male figure? I feel like guys appreciate the male figure more than women do.
I know. I've never even
physically
think about it.
You're telling me you don't see a guy that's like Daniel Craig coming out of the water in Casino Royale in those swim shorts, and he's built like a brick shithouse. He's just fucking jacked to the
he's
tits.
Worked out. I'm not like thinking, wow.
Well, I'm not thinking I'm gonna fuck him, but I'm thinking like I'm definitely ogling him. Like I'm definitely lustfully looking at his body.
He's in shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like guys tend to lust after male physique more than most women do.
I don't think they're lusting after. I think there's what's that term? Aspiring to be.
Are you saying a lot of guys are aspiring to be? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're not lusting. They want that physique. They're,
but like,
if they have that, they're gonna get the old puss.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the ultimate. That's like subconsciously you want a body like that to attract
or any
ladies.
Whatever your flavor is.
Right. You want to attract whoever you're down with. That's fine. Whoever you want to get down on you so that you can get down on them.
Yeah. Whatever your sexuality or preferences are.
I'm just saying, whenever I see like a really fit guy, I tend to stop and stare. I think that's most guys do. Do you not? You don't.
No.
Okay, maybe it's a me thing. I just like I look like I'll kind of cock my head to the side. I'll think about like what it took to get that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not for you. No, you're an asexual being.
Well, no, I know that there's guys that are built because they worked out. That's it. I'll try to get there one day.
All right, fair enough. I'm not a huge banana hammock guy. I prefer them to have some kind of shorts on.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just talking about the male physique. What's wrong with that?
Speedos now?
No. I said shorts, not Speedos. I don't want their package to be accentuated. I'm looking at the whole collection of muscles. That's what I want. I'm not fixated on the penis.
Yeah.
I'm alone here. I'm out on fuck off island over here.
I never thought about what a guy looks like in his swimwear.
Well, okay, I'm not picturing a guy walking along the street going, "Gee, what is he? What kind of trunks is he sporting when he goes to the public pool?" I am like noticing him filling out his T-shirt, where I'm like, "Damn, that guy! Like, fuck yeah, good for him."
I guess so.
Okay, well, that's just me, I guess. You know what we should do? We should update everyone on the Super Bowl because the last podcast that dropped was all about us betting on.
Was it? Is that been that far?
That's the last trudging along we did.
I have my hand up to my ear like I'm in the Secret Service.
Yeah, you had your finger up to your ear like you're in the Ukraine.
Blue team, go.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Blue
your special
go.
forces. So the Super Bowl did not go my way.
Are you sure we didn't talk about the Super Bowl?
I am 100% positive. We didn't talk about the Super Bowl at all. You and I have talked about it off podcast, but if you listen to the last episode, I was very excited. I talked about betting on the Cincinnati Bengals, which I did. Dave was telling me to only place one bet, not to hedge my bets against other teams.
Well, you can, but it's just not as fun.
It's not as fun, right? Okay, so I bet.
If you get down on me, I'll get down on you.
There it is.
Yeah, fucking.
I did bet on the Bengals. I made a bunch of side bets with my brother on this website. My brother actually bet on the Rams to win. But he bet the spread on the Rams.
Spread it.
And I bet the money line on the Bengals. So we both lost because the Rams won by 3. And so obviously Bengals didn't win. I lost all my money. He bet that the Rams would win, but he bet the 3-point spread, which means they had to win by more than 3 points. It was 3.5 was the spread. Mm-hmm. And they only won by 3 points. So we both, even though we bet for different teams, we both lost all of our money. And that, my friends, is why gambling sites and Vegas exist. Because you can bet on separate things and both still lose.
And I wanted to bet on the Bengals in the under, and my friends wanted the over because they wanted a more exciting game.
And you bet the over with your friends, right?
And I bet the over with my friends and lost $500.
Oh my God, yeah. There it is. So I had a great time, though. And the way that I framed it in my mind was I ended up betting about $200, all said and done, which I lost all of.
Hell yeah.
But I've gone out to, local restaurants, like an Earl's or a Cactus Club on a Friday or Saturday night and hung out with people for 4 or 5 hours and dropped about $200 on drinks and food.
Yeah, so you had the same amount of fun.
I think I had more fun. I had more fun because there was a chance right up until the end that I would win that money back.
That's not good to do when you're at a bar, so you're already spending that money that you spent at Earl's.
You went to a bar.
The sporting event.
Yeah, you went to a bar to watch the game. I got a 12-pack of Budweiser bottles, and I went home. And
what was the dish? What did you order or eat?
I didn't order anything. Oh, I ordered pizza.
Okay, what kind?
I ordered ham and pineapple and pepperoni, and then some wings.
From Pizza Hut?
Yeah, from Pizza Hut.
Boneless wings?
They didn't have any.
They were out of boneless wings?
Yeah, I had to get
the Super Bowl, probably.
Yeah, I had to get bone-in wings. I had one wing, and I threw the rest out.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
They were fucking foul.
Yeah, you have to only get the boneless.
No, yeah, if you get bone-in wings from Pizza Hut,
they're also unedible from Panago.
I don't even think they're chicken wings.
Yeah, they don't ever get pizza restaurant wings.
I think they have like fake like faux bone, and they just stretch different meats over it.
Oh, it's like you're eating a human skin.
It was foul. It was like it's what I imagine. Like if I were on Everest and I had to cook someone to survive. Yeah, it's what I imagine human flesh.
A few weeks ago, I got Panago 12 wings.
Really? What kind? Here's the thing about Panago: great flavors.
Good flavors,
Their flavors for their wings are so kind of like they have like a pineapple habanero or something.
Yeah, that was on there. I did the dry rub, like a spicy dry rub on there.
See, I love a dry rub wing.
I had one bite of the first wing.
And you're like, done.
It tasted like human flesh.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know what that tastes like, but this would taste like.
Yeah, no, you can extrapolate. You can guess, right? Like if I'm gnawing on my finger here. Yeah, same texture. It's like got like a little bit of like ridge to it.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
Yeah, it's...
Ew, ridge.
It's not good. So yeah, I threw out all the wings. I had, like I said, one. Threw the rest out. Pizza was good though. But yeah, I had a great time. I lost all my money, but I wasn't sour about it. I had so much fun watching the game. I was FaceTiming my brother the whole time. He had COVID, so he was stuck at home watching it on his TV. So yeah, we just FaceTime the whole time, and it was great. I had a great time.
If
Can't
you
wait
get
to do it
down
again.
on me, I'll get down on you.
I'm thinking of betting on the Oscars.
Fuck that. Who cares?
Well, I mean, it's just to make a buck or two.
The Oscars have lost all credibility.
Yeah, they have. Ever since Nomadland won, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I used to be so excited for the Oscars.
It's all like it's not even for your performance now.
Yeah, no, it's just I used to love the Oscars. I loved everything about it. In the past few years, just kind of been like, no. Even before COVID, I was kind of like, what are we doing here, guys? Like this isn't.
It's like a popularity contest.
It used to be like a party that you got to like it's like a party I would never be invited to that I got to be.
I always thought it was like, more than a party,
part
and
of.
It was like winning was actually like merit. Like all the nominees were like serious actors.
Yeah, and I don't want to take away from anyone being nominated. Like it is still a prestigious thing. I get that. I understand that. As a viewer, though, it seems like they've tried to, especially over the past 10 years or so, pivot the Oscars more and more to the bulk of the audience watching at home.
Yeah.
As opposed to, hey, why don't we like kind of rein it in, make it what people that would be fans of the Oscars would want to see, and also what ultimately the performers and like the
I thought it was
the
for
writers,
the
everyone that worked on the movies, like from the fucking the grip all the way up to the lead, something that they would want to see and like feels very like industry inclusive.
It used to be that way. I was watching it because you wanted to be in that world. You're watching their world and then win.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like a party that you wouldn't be traditionally invited to because you're not like you're not a part of that really. But like you get to kind of like you get a little peek in the window. Little peeping Tom.
It's so weird now. You can't even act a character anymore unless you're that character.
Yeah. So if
you're in a wheelchair, you have to actually be in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Bryan Cranston caught flack for that.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's an actor. That is the actual definition of the word actor.
Yeah. No, it's like Forrest Gump wouldn't get made today. It wouldn't. Tom Hanks, like, there's no way. There's just like I truly believe Forrest Gump would not get made today.
So what is acting going to be soon?
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to the Oscars. I'll bet on. I haven't seen a lot of the movies. I saw
last year's Oscars were fucking unwatchable.
Didn't watch it. I saw Drive My Car on Sunday. I went and saw it with my sister.
I don't know what that is.
It's a foreign film, Japanese film. Good movie, long, 3 hours.
What's it about?
And you felt the runtime. I'll put it to you this way, and I'm not even kidding you. I'm not kidding. After about 45, 50 minutes, that's when the credits start with like the executive producer and like the writer.
Really
and well, it's just like it's almost like there's a 50-minute prologue.
What's it about?
It's about grief, really. It's just there's I don't want to give anything away, but there's a gentleman. He's an actor and he's married to an actress and a producer. And he's in.
Did you say producer?
Producer. I was like trying to swallow a burp there. Sorry.
It sounded like producer.
Producer. And she's in film and television, I think specifically, and doing fairly well for herself. He's on stage, and in the first like 20 minutes, you find out that they had a daughter together, and that daughter passed away at a very young age.
Oh no!
And then things start to unravel from there.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah.
What about the acting? How was the actors?
Great. Everyone in the movie, like the writing was good, the direction was amazing. There were some amazing, like some really fantastic shots.
Japanese is a very eloquent language.
The plot was great. Like, yeah, you could. Apparently, it's nominated for Best Picture. My sister told me because I had no idea I went in completely blind, didn't know anything about it, and I think it's nominated at the Academy Awards. It's really good, but like I said,
don't they have like 10 nominations?
Yeah, they have quite a few. But it didn't need to be as long as it was. I think, and I feel like it got nominated because the whole movie. This is another thing against the Oscars that I've come to realize as I've seen more and more of them is that any movie that's about the entertainment industry tends to do well at award season. It's kind of like everyone's like, oh yeah, we get, hey yeah, nicely done there. We saw that little inside nod that you did because the movie.
What they do that?
Well, because the movie, like I said, he's a stage performer, and now like the movie's kind of centered around him going to this city and staging. He's like a resident there for a few months, and now he's like staging a theatrical production, and he's casting it. So we get like the audition sequences.
Sounds like a snooze fest.
No, it's not. It's really well done. But we like it's kind of like we see like the audition process, and then like
what's it called? Drive My Wife?
No, well, it's interesting that you say that. Drive My Car.
Drive My Car. I just want to see what the actors look like.
It's really, really good. Like the acting in it, especially, it was so well cast.
Okay.
Now it's on HBO Max, so if I don't think it's available on VOD.
I've seen that
you can rent it. You can rent it now for like $7. Just came out today.
I think I've seen the actress before in a movie.
Who's that? Oh yeah, so she's the chauffeur. That's the chauffeur.
Huh.
One of the guys in the movie kind of looked like my neighbor, and very triggering for me.
Oh God.
Let's talk about that, by the way. I don't know if for anyone that's listened to the podcast before has heard me talk about my psychotic neighbor Glenn. He would wake me up at all hours, like it'd be 7 a.m. on a Sunday. He'd be screaming. He'd be like, "Fuck, shit!" Like just like screaming obscenities, and then he would periodically drop in the word "cat." So he was screaming at his cat. There's a shared laundry room between his abode and mine. And he would run in there and be slamming shit and like screaming. Yeah, when I'm telling you, like it's like I bolt upright. I sat out of bed a few times because he was screaming. Called the cops on him in December. Told the landlord. Landlord was like, "Okay, we'll get him out of here. I'm going to let him know he's got to the end of the month." January rolls around, he's still there. February rolls around, he's still there. Guys, we did it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. He's gone. Glenn has left the building. I went upstairs to check the mailbox, and there was just one letter in there. There's an envelope.
And it said, "Fuck off, Glenn."
And it said like to the landlord, and all that was in there was a key. Haven't seen his vehicle since. Haven't heard anything from him. He's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him. He just ghosted. I'm pretty sure he just ghosted. I think he just fucked off.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything. He would always leave.
He left a Dear John letter too.
Maybe he would. Well, on the envelope with the key in it, it says "letter and sweet," right? So Dear John letters in there.
It's probably got a fucking fistful of pubic hair.
Yeah, probably, or maybe anthrax. I don't know. I don't know which. But so the doors to our respective suites, there's actually glass panes, like pretty much the whole door, like the middle section of the door. And it's probably like 5 inches around the glass pane.
Oh, yeah. That's not about right.
You wish. And then we have blinds that kind of close it. But both Glenn and myself, for our doors that lead outside, we would left the blinds up about 5-6 inches. So
is that so you can make eye contact?
So Glenn's cats could see outside. I'm guessing that's why he did it. I did it so my cats could see outside.
That's why Trevor could be on all fours when he's jerking off.
That's exactly right. And then so I took this is creepy as fuck, but I took a flashlight.
Flashlight?
No, not a flashlight, a flashlight.
Okay.
And I took it outside and I turned it on and I looked through his door.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little scared. And
he was on all fours too?
Yeah, I was a little scared he was going to be peeking through on all fours at me as well. But I look in, all the lights are on. There's a couch in there without cushions. There's a coffee table. There's a TV stand with something on it. There's boxes everywhere. There's a shoe rack with shoes on it. Uh-huh. There's a lamp that's on in the corner. There's a couple chairs. There's an IKEA.
Was there a dead prostitute?
I think she's in the other room that I can't see in.
Okay, yeah.
Or he. I don't know. I'm not going to discriminate here.
But there's someone there.
I'm pretty sure he just fucking ghosted. Because, I never saw him move anything out of his suite. There was never a U-Haul at the house. I think he just fucked off. He's gone. That's, I feel like...
That's a wrap on Glenn?
Yeah, I feel like Gandalf. You know when What's-His-Face gets lit on fire and he runs off the cliff?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. The steward.
Yeah.
The steward of Gondor?
Yeah, and I feel like Gandalf is so passes Denethor, steward of Gondor.
Yeah.
So past Glenn, douchebag next door.
The guy.
Why would you help that piece of shit? Yeah. He tried to burn his son alive.
Well, he wasn't right in the head.
Yeah, well, probably Glenn wasn't either, but I'm still fucking happy as a clam to see him gone.
Yeah, I hope he gets in a head-on collision.
Oh, I fucking hope so, man. And that's the thing. Some of you that just heard me say, and Dave for that matter, that we hope that this man gets in on a head-on collision. First of all,
I wouldn't want the other person to be injured.
I was gonna say, I hope that he doesn't get a head-on collision with another vehicle.
I think with a tractor, like a farming vehicle.
I'm thinking a light post, maybe
where
tree trunk.
The other guy doesn't even notice.
Yeah, I want him to hit a boulder. Maybe he gets crushed by a landslide. I don't know. I don't want anyone else
or
but
a bridge
Glenn
appointment
to get hurt in this situation.
His brakes fail.
Yeah,
and he has to go off the road into.
Let's not talk too much about anything that go wrong with his vehicle.
Okay.
Just, I don't want to get implicated here.
All right. Well, I mean, what if
the guy is a legitimate piece of shit who I can say with above 80%, maybe even 90% certainty, has abused cats that he's owned, and he's made my life a living hell.
Like
despite
sexually.
I mean,
I thought that was fine.
Well, consensually, but I think that I've heard him scream, and then he'll close his door and he'll be like, "Where the fuck are you? Where the he's like it's just he's a bad egg. He's a bad egg, and I truly believe, having seen a lot of people through various jobs I've had and interactions that have happened, that there are really some people that just shouldn't be here. Right? Like, they're just some people that it's like, you know what?
I wouldn't say some. I'd say the majority.
Wow, you're saying over 50% of people. And, I have some friends that'll argue with me, and they'll go, no, Trev, you don't understand. All life is sacred. To which I'll say...
That's a lie.
Well, how do you say that? Based on what? How is all life sacred? My dad didn't pull out in time, and now I'm stuck here. I'm just here now. Is my life sacred? I don't think so. I think, and I was really the fastest.
This is the whole I didn't ask to be born.
Well, I didn't, and so I don't think my life is sacred. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's not conflate or confuse the issue. I think that if a human being is born, they have certain rights. But do I think their life is sacred?
Right to party.
No, fuck yeah.
Right?
What do you do if you win?
Party.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What's that from again?
I was going to say something else, but I bailed on it.
You want to listen to the TV and the stereo at the same time?
What are you talking about?
I like to party.
What's that from?
Talladega Nights.
I don't know if I've seen that movie in its entirety.
You want to listen to the TV and the stereo at the same time? Because I like to party.
The whole NASCAR vibe, I'm just not.
Well, it was making fun of NASCAR.
Okay, I just still. You know, sometimes when you're watching a show or a movie and they're mocking something, the thing that they're mocking is just rubs you the wrong way. That even if they're making
Pam and Tommy series,
you don't like that.
Disney Plus? Fuck both those people.
Yeah, they're not. Here's what I actually am enjoying the series.
I can't. I had to stop watching after the second episode.
Okay, but here's my thing. It's that neither one of them, and also kind of fuck Tommy Lee, but specifically Pamela Anderson, never agreed to the show.
That makes her worse as a person. She didn't agree to it because she knows she's a piece of shit.
Well, no, hang on. I'm not saying that she's good or she's bad, but I don't
think she's a piece of shit now. I'm talking about at the time when both of them were in their prime. They both look like trash individuals.
I just feel like there was a sex tape that was stolen and then released to the public, and it was traumatizing and disgusting and hurtful.
No, but everyone's talked Tommy
specifically
Lee,
to her.
Tommy Lee is a douchebag,
and now it's being dragged back into the spotlight and the forefront against. It'd be one thing if she was an executive producer on it and was kind of like, "Hey, this is how it happened, and I want to make sure that it doesn't happen again or in the same way, and so I want this story to be told." She's like, I don't want this out there. And then people were like, the creatives that be were like, well, we're just going to do it anyways. And that I kind of feel greasy about. I don't love that. I'm also kind of surprised about who's in it and doing it, that they're okay with that. It just kind of feels weird. So I don't love that aspect of it. But Tommy Lee specifically in this series is a fucking loser,
and that's how he behaves. That's accurate to his real life.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So I mean,
that story about how he was like a douchebag to his contractors he hired. That's the whole premise behind it, and that he kept demanding things that they couldn't do, and he wouldn't pay them. And then they were getting upset about him not paying them, so he fired them. And not only did he fire them, he kept all their tools. And that's a true story.
Yeah,
what a fucking loser.
The thing that I don't like about the series is there's no character that you root for. I don't.
But for him to do that, he at that time in the 90s, he's probably worth like millions of dollars at that
Yeah,
time.
or he should have, and if he squandered it all, then fair enough, he squandered it all. But
I don't think he had. He had a
don't
lot of
fucking
money.
know.
He still has a lot. Motley Crue, they probably make the royalties a year are insane.
yeah, especially that time, like pre-Napster, you're making a lot of money.
Yeah, but and they were already made like hundreds of millions of dollars in the 80s.
Yeah,
That guy was richer than shit,
yeah.
and he didn't pay his contractors.
Yeah, I don't love the series. I know like the penultimate episode comes out today. Here's why I'm a piece of shit. I don't agree with the series and I don't love it. I'm still watching it anyways. So I'm definitely part of the problem. I'm not clean in this. My I got blood on my hands here. I am watching it.
His net worth in 1995 was $70 million.
That's fucked.
So
in
fuck
95
him.
for
95,
sure?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Motley Crue made all their money in the 80s.
Yeah.
So
but still, I mean, I'm surprised you're able to find out his net worth in specific.
I think
year.
someone probably asked us why.
Oh,
I bet you
right.
they're thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Why was the guy such a shrewd fucking cheapskate in the series? What?
No, that's fair. Like I said, I'm not. I have blood on my hands here because I watched the show. But I do think it's complicated. I mean, me not watching it, does that change the fact that it's out there? No. No, it's part of my
I
subscription.
mean, one
I'm
thing
not
I can
paying
say
for it.
about Tommy, he liked to party. He sure was a good partier.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's a fucking. If you want to check something off in the win column for him, guy knew how to party. Yeah.
Other than that, he was a literal piece of trash.
I mean, Sebastian Stan and Lily James are doing crazy work on that show. Like like they're amazing.
Yeah, like her mannerisms of
Both of them, yeah, it's insane.
Pamela Anderson.
And Seth Rogen and Nick Offerman, great. But I just like if I didn't know the story and everyone died at the end, I wouldn't feel sad for anyone. That's not a good.
I would actually be okay with them. Oh, I want to see how they died.
Okay, well, I mean, stay tuned, buddy. You keep trudging, and you'll find out the answer to that in the next few decades. Isn't that fucked?
What they're in their
That like I'm most likely, odds are, gonna live in a world where Tom Hanks is dead.
Yeah, but that's life.
I fucking hate it.
Clint
I fucking
Eastwood's
hate it.
gonna die.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We don't like Clint Eastwood.
He's okay. He's kind of outstayed
Tommy
his
Lee
welcome in
Jones.
the industry. Tommy Lee Jones, he hasn't been in anything in a while. Wasn't his last movie before he retired Man of the House?
Was it?
That cheerleading movie? No, he's definitely done something since then. I'm totally wrong. But I want to say he was like ready to
You know what's
retire.
fucked? Yeah, they all retired. Like you don't see and Robert Redford and
Gene Hackman.
He looks like shit.
Oh, God. Well, poor man's
No, but I
probably
know, but
in
I
his
can't
late
believe
80s.
He's actually aging that. Like it's weird to see that Gene Hackman is an old man.
Jeez, man. That was pretty harsh. Poor Gene.
Sorry, he doesn't look like shit.
Sorry, Mr. Hackman.
I'm saying he's old.
How old is he right now? Look up Gene. I mean, to be fair though, when you and I were watching movies like Enemy of the State, he wasn't exactly young in those movies.
No.
So
He was already in his 60s.
he's got to be what? I'm going to say 87. Is that how old Gene Hackman is? Do you know?
But he's literally like retirement home old.
He looks okay. Yeah, he just looks old. He doesn't look that
Yeah,
bad.
but he's old.
Yeah, of course he is.
Gene Hackman's age? He's probably 89.
I'm going to say 87. Although,
He was born in 1930.
does not say what is the math? 70.
January
He's
30th.
92.
92. Fuck me.
Wow. 92 years old. Good for you, Gene. So, yeah, we're quickly going to be living. We're going to see him in the memoriam and the Oscars any year now. That's sad.
Yeah, it is sad because, yeah.
Don't you feel like 65 is the new 50?
Well, because you're aging.
No, but like even like Jason Alexander in Seinfeld, when that show started, he was 29 and he looked like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's because he was bald, though.
Well, no, I don't. Cause no, look at Patrick Stewart, man. I feel like I don't know what it is. Either we're getting better at faking how old we are, or people are learning how to take care of themselves better, or it matters because you're always on camera all the time because everyone has one.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe it's a combination of all of it, but I feel like...
Lorelei.
What the fuck is that from?
I watched Tommy Boy the other day, and he's doing that to a fan.
Oh my God, that's right.
Lorelei. Luke.
Great movie. R.I.P. Chris Farley. He was 33, right?
Yep.
I could still Farley it.
He did a speedball.
I've never done a speedball, but I'm open to the idea of
I
it.
don't think you should do that. A line of heroin and cocaine?
I don't... An 8-ball is 3.5 grams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just checking. Is a speedball 3.5 grams of heroin and cocaine mixed together?
Maybe?
I don't know. I don't know what
See
the answer to that
Speedball
is.
Let's check it out.
See, I'm pretty much okay with any drugs as long as I don't shoot them, like with a needle. My trepidation lies in how they're procured. Does that make sense? I'm pretty game to try most things. I was on a houseboat one time, and these guys came back with some pills that no one wanted to try, and I popped one or two. I can't remember. Anyways.
It's heroin. It doesn't say what the mixture is, but it's heroin cocaine.
Okay. Anyways, woke up the next morning completely naked in someone else's sleeping bag.
Here we go.
You know what? I won't even tell the story. Never mind.
Tell it.
No, that's okay. You got the proper mixture? You got the ratio? Fellatio at a high ratio?
Original Speedball combinations use cocaine with heroin. They also have pharmaceutical opioids and like benzo. So you get heroin, heroin, cocaine, and anxiety medication.
So it's like one of those dollars. Remember those dollar store grab bags you could get? It would be a mixture of candy. And you didn't know what was in there.
John Belushi also died from a speedball.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Chris Farley, Zach Foley. I don't know who that is.
And Trevor Lawless.
Mitch Hedberg. He died. Philip Seymour Hoffman died from a speedball.
It was a speedball?
Yeah.
Man, you'd think that people would get
River
them.
Phoenix.
Jesus. Okay, this is depressing as fuck.
Yeah.
Why is speedball still a thing?
I guess it's good.
That's a great point. I mean, how good is a speedball that you know people that died from it and you're still like, yeah, okay. Let's roll those dice. I'll take it. I'll take the chances. That's how good it feels. That's fucked, but true. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people that like just really love a cigarette. It's the jury. Like we're done on that. Sorry, the jury's not out. The jury's in. The verdict's in. We know what smoking does. We know how bad it is. But that hit from a cigarette, that nicotine fix, how it makes you feel, you're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess there's also part of your brain.
I've never had a cigarette in my life.
That's not true.
Never had a cigarette.
No, it's not true. You've definitely had a cigarette.
Never had a cigarette in my life.
You've never been blackout drunk before. Shay, our good friend producer Shay, is a vegetarian, and he started being vegetarian. A year into being a vegetarian, he got blackout drunk and woke up having eaten chicken McNuggets.
I swear to you, I've never had a cigarette in my life.
Why?
I have cigars all the time.
Okay, but why not a cigarette?
I don't know. I just never got into it.
Are you worried that you'll be addicted to them?
No, I just didn't like the idea of inhaling nicotine.
Okay. But you'll have a cigar. Don't cigars have nicotine?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
But the cigar leaf, it's natural.
I see. So it's all about, it's like you would chew the cocoa plant, but you wouldn't do cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. You know what? That makes sense to me. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That makes sense.
I've never had a cigarette. Never, not even a puff.
Yeah. No, I'm reading Michael Pollan's book, and the farther you get from the...
Get it?
No, the farther you get from...
Michael Pollan?
The natural...
Do you understand why I'm saying bzzz?
I get it, yeah.
Okay, why?
You're tasing his ass.
No. Bzzz, I've been B.
Oh.
And his last name's Pollan.
Oh, I thought you were using a vibrator on him.
Oh.
The farther you get from a drug's natural state, like the plant specifically, the farther you get from the plant, the more refined it becomes, the more dangerous it is. So you're making a lot of sense.
Well, I missed all that? What?
So the farther you get from the plant or like the natural state of a drug, the more dangerous it becomes. So like if you're chewing the coca plant, that's what cocaine is, right? You'll get a buzz from it.
They mix it with fucking diesel fuel.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, you get farther away from it. And like that's my issue, right?
I've never done cocaine either.
I've never done cocaine myself. I'm not opposed to it. I think he would actually agree with me. I just don't trust where I get it from.
You're not opposed to cocaine. Do you have any idea what that does to your brain?
Well, look what we're drinking. We're drinking government-sanctioned poison.
I know, that's fine. That's great. I'm going to have a couple more after this.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are. But like, what's the difference between that and cocaine?
Cocaine actually changes your chemical balances in your
So
brain.
does this. This is a depressant.
No, but cocaine rewires you.
Enough booze rewires you too.
Okay, you got to be fucking Christian Slater. You got to be Robert Downey Jr. before he quit.
Yeah, well, look at the rewiring did for him.
No, but
it
cocaine
was great for him.
I'll tell you this. I know like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, I know a lot of
drastically different people from doing cocaine.
Yeah, I know.
Too much.
I know a lot of people that have taken the blow train up to.
No, I'm saying they're
Happyville.
different people now than they were before they started cocaine.
Right, and I think is that exclusively because of the cocaine? Is that a lifestyle choice made over years? Who can say?
No, it's scientific fact that cocaine alters your mind.
Yeah,
more than it does from the effects of alcohol.
I think you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you, but also maybe my mind needs altering.
Oh well, that's a whole different animal. I don't.
Well, like, look, you and I grew up in a time where we were sat down in school and be like, "Hey, if you do marijuana,"
I thought that marijuana was the devil. Like,
yeah, that's what we were. That's what we were sold as kids. We were sold like, "Hey, if you do marijuana, you're fucking dead. You're gonna be a
they told you you're gonna go insane
coward.
too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Fucking
you'll never get an erection again. We don't talk about sex here." But I want you to know that it could be good. That's a later topic. But if you do marijuana, it doesn't matter because you'll never have an erection again. You'll never have fun again. You'll die alone of AIDS.
My father was the biggest man against marijuana.
He was
ever.
yeah.
Marijuana is the devil. Like,
yeah.
I remember he'll
tolerate a lot of stuff, but marijuana, no go.
In the 90s, like if he would like take a belt to me if he ever saw it. And I just saw like it was like if you got caught with marijuana or smelling marijuana, it was
like one strike and you're done.
Yeah. The biggest thing. And then he passed away from cancer, and he did so much marijuana before he passed away.
Hell yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, well, it's like that. It's that weird.
Everyone now knows the real uses for it.
That's exactly
everyone
it.
was ignorant to the science.
Well, not just that, but now they can tax it. So now we pay a hefty tax. Like now in Canada, anyways, you can have our National Postal Service deliver it right to your door.
Yeah.
But when we were growing up, it was the DARE program. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, wear this shirt, say no to drugs.
But it really does a lot for people that are like my uncle had horrible shingles.
Yeah.
And he would smoke, and it would completely relieve his pain.
And natural, right?
Yeah,
like the closer you get to the plant, the better. The less dangerous it is. No, like I will want to throw a toaster in a bathtub. I'll have a couple edibles. I'll be like, that's fine.
I can't do it. It makes me
paranoid.
Anxious.
Yeah. No, I get that. Thankfully, I've never had that kind of reaction with.
I just don't like the altering. I can never
consciousness.
Yeah. It's
well, that's what booze does.
I'm already thinking too much. Booze does it a more mellow way for me.
Well, and I think a more anticipatory way in that, like, you kind of know the effects of it. Like, you'll stay away from Jaeger because you had a bad experience.
Oh yeah, tequila.
And tequila, I just hate to taste tequila. But
also, actually, tequila. This is what I always thought beer was an elixir that when you drank, you got drunk from it. But it's not. It's the
suffocates your brain.
It suffocates your brain. But tequila.
That's why people like getting choked when they fuck.
Yeah, but tequila is an actual elixir. The ingredients in tequila,
guava plant.
Yeah, make you actually euphoric. Like it's a different drunk.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it does.
So people should actually be drinking more tequila.
I think you just sold me on it. I don't think I could ever get to a place in my life where I'm like, I'm gonna have a dry February. Like, it's just to me.
But that was a big pivot.
Well, no, what we're talking about booze. Like, I love beer. I love scotch. I love whiskey. I love it all.
And not to the abusing point.
I definitely abuse it.
You incorporate it into life.
But like not to a degree where I'm just lucky, I think, in that, and like you're gonna play this back to me at my intervention in a few years, I'm sure. But I'm kind of fortunate and lucky in that I can have a bunch of drinks, but then I also
don't say that. Everyone that says that fucks
I know,
themselves.
right? But it's like, okay, now like I can actually like I can still function in society in that, like, oh, I can't have drinks. I have to drive somewhere, or I got I'm working tomorrow, so I'm gonna ease up, or I work tonight, or I got to get this writing done. Like there's stuff that I need to do, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna have some drinks then. But it's like when I get to drink and I don't have to worry about that stuff, it's like a reward and it's fun and I have a good time. And like I understand that that's problematic for some people in that they can't do that, and that's fine and that's great, and I respect that. But thankfully, I don't have that gear, or I haven't discovered that gear yet. So it's just great. I just love it. I have a great time with it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, do you know what I mean? Like, when I'm celebrating something,
This episode is sponsored by Miller Genuine Draft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I also finished my beer. That goes to show.
It's great. It's just great. I love it. I think we should get some more. I think...
You want another one?
I wouldn't mind another one. I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah, let's do it.
Why not? I got to finish this one. Let's have another one.
We have to do Sleeman's, though.
Oh, we got the Honey Brown. Fuck. For anyone, did that episode get taken down? We had some episodes of Beer Me.
Yeah, it did.
Fuck. We had some episodes of Beer Me get removed. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, anyways, I tried to like, yeah. Anyways, long story short, I don't like this beer. And that Beer Me episode, I emphatically describe how much I don't like it. But I thought I'd get a 6-pack today because Dave really likes it. Dave's a big fan of the
I
Sleeman
used
Honey
to
Brown.
be a huge fan when I was in high school.
And now you have it. It's a twist off.
Oh.
And now you have it, and you're not like it as much, hey?
I just think they don't put as much effort as they used to.
No, it's definitely the same taste.
It is the same taste. I guess I just outgrown it.
Well,
Bottles are great though.
The bottles are great, and if you have one of these, it's so good. But just to drink them continuously, it's like if I have one steak for my meal, delicious. You have multiple steaks. You're like, well, first of all, it loses the novelty, and now I feel gross.
But remember when you were just starting to drink beer and you felt like an adult when you're with your friends and you started to buy beers that were different than just regular beers?
The Sleeman Collection Pack. I used to get that.
Yeah,
Cream Ale, original, and honey brown.
And then you drink it and you're like, oh, I feel like
I feel like I've made it.
Adult now.
Yeah.
I've arrived.
Yeah.
That's what I remember from this drink.
Right, so it's also partly nostalgia.
Yeah.
I love that. And I used to do the same thing. When I used to start, weekends, living for the weekends with my friends and first buying myself booze, I would usually get like a mixer pack. It would be a Sleeman mixer pack. It'd have such a good time.
Oh, and I remember out of high school when we were drinking this, I was in university, and I fucking hated university because it was just papers and projects and stuff. So every time the weekend came, it was even more.
I hated university. I was in university when I was 17. So
so it was right out of high school.
I couldn't legally drink at like bars and stuff yet. I think this may be attributed to why I didn't like university. I felt like it was lonely.
What? University?
Yeah, like when in high school, it felt
all
like
your friends were there. I was at a
like you go to class, you see people, and you do things together.
I was at a college university. Now it's a full university, but I was at college before, and I didn't know anyone there. I was there by myself.
So I'd go to these lecture halls with like 400 or 500 people. And it was just such a jarring experience. Like, they don't prepare you for university, at least when I was in high school, I didn't, to like adjust and kind of figure that out and what that looks like. It's kind of like you're just thrown to the wolves, which maybe is a good thing. Maybe it's not a bad thing.
No, I think that's the whole point.
But it was very isolating and lonely for me. I remember that.
Aww.
Well, just being honest. What?
It's the whole point, though. It's supposed to prepare you.
Is it a good thing, though? Because I think our parents come from a generation where you needed to have bare minimum diploma and ideally a degree to get anywhere. And I feel like in the decades that preceded, post-secondary turned somewhat into a business itself.
Oh, yeah, now it's way worse.
Like
before, now it's a cash grab.
Now it's like, well, if you want this degree, you also have to take this many courses, even if they don't have anything to do with what you're studying, so that we can bill you for them.
They don't do that in Europe. In Australia, too, you just get into the program you want and then do that.
Yeah, and I feel like they use this excuse, and in theory, kind of it makes sense to me, where it's like, oh, you'll be more well-rounded because you're taking those other things. But when you
Where does that money go? Where do the profits of universities go to?
Oh, you'd be surprised. I think if we look, I don't know,
or some guys making money.
I know from when I went to the University of Alberta to what the tuition is now, it's gone up, and as far as I can tell, they haven't really changed much.
Who gets that money? Is there like a guy that started the university and he's getting?
It's a great question because I think it's different, like U.S. to Canada, but
like University of British Columbia, SFU. Is there? You know what I mean? Is there a guy that started it? And that's
it's definitely not an altruistic endeavor. Like it's not like they're doing it. They're not doing it to the goodness of their heart. Well, student loans is a big government thing.
So then a university is made by a group of people that started. And then
I think so.
And then it gets better off of who they've hired.
Yeah. It's kind of like a hospital in the States where it's like if you have a certain kind of surgeon at your hospital, you can then you pay them a bunch because you can attract
privately. Imagine if you started a university, that was your gig.
Yeah, that'd be a good gig.
Hey, I'm going to start a new university.
Well, we went to Vancouver Film School.
Yeah,
that was just started by some people. Yeah.
But when you think
about their tuition was
when you think about UBC and like major universities, you ever think about it? They actually started by someone. Like, it was a fucking little area, and now it's a giant area.
Well, now it's just like, that's kind of like, well, this is, they were just kind of like first to market. They were first to market with the university.
That's so weird. I always thought it was just a government thing where they started different universities.
I don't think it is, and maybe we're wrong. Like, full disclosure, I'm not saying that I know anything.
Here's the phone. Are universities privately owned?
In Canada. You want to create that little addendum to that? because I think it's different in the States. And what do I know? All I know is that for whatever reason, like, for example, now with technology, I can get, and maybe they do this, but I can get all my textbooks on an iPad. So why the fuck am I paying the textbook equivalent to to having the physical copy?
Most universities are non-profit organizations and are run by president and board of trustees. Funds are generated through a variety of sources, including research grants, tuition, donations, athletics, and in-state. So the money just recycles itself.
So you're saying tuition is just to pay the overhead?
Yeah.
Well, then why did it go up so much?
Salaries. So
overhead and salaries. No, I don't buy that. Because otherwise, why are you making me take all these other courses? No, that's what's that from? Is that from?
It says public colleges and universities
public
are
ones.
Education institutions.
Public ones, but you know, like in
mainly
movies,
funded by state governments.
But you know, in movies, when we used to watch as kids, when it's like, oh, you went to public college, they would make fun of that person.
I went to public college for the first.
No, but they make fun of it. They'd be like, oh yeah, okay, community college. Oh, community college. Is that a community college you're describing?
No. All universities, it says.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It just seems to me. It just seems weird that you're paying.
All right, here we go.
Why now? Are you on Wikipedia?
A list of private universities in Canada. So there is some fucking things.
Well, yeah, of course there's private ones.
Ambrose University.
Okay,
Calgary.
no, we're not doing alphabetically. I'm not
Berman,
doing this.
Concordia. University of Edmonton.
Okay, my sister graduated from Concordia. This is a crazy story. You ready for this? My sister graduated from Concordia. I surprised her at the graduation. She goes up on stage.
Trinity Western, yeah.
She goes up on stage. She walks across to accept her degree, diploma. I'm sorry, I don't remember which. I think it's a degree. Pretty sure it's a degree. There was this old fucking lecherous prick. I mean, probably like in his 70s. Every time. So I'm now big auditorium. There's probably 1,000 people there. And there's a couple big screens so that we can see everyone as they walk by. So everyone's walking by. Now, everyone that walks by, if it's a man, this guy shakes his hand firmly. All right, and then they keep going. If it's a girl, I want to say woman, but it's borderline, right? Because they're like 20, 21, 22. They're women, but if it's a female, when they go in to get their degree from this guy, doesn't shake their hand. He brings them in close for an all too tight, gross kind of hug. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm Rolodexing this. I'm going, well, my sister's about to do this. This is kind of gross. So my sister goes over there. This guy exchanges words with her. He goes in for a hug. She denies. She blocks him, and then proceeds to leave the stage. Well, we link up afterwards, and I go, "What the fuck was with that guy?" She goes, "Yeah, I know. All the girls were livid. Apparently, sorry, not apparently. This is what she said. She goes up to this guy when she's on stage, and he says, oh, where did you go to high school?" And she goes, "Oh, I went to St. Albert Catholic High." And I'm gonna fuck this up. It's not gonna be exactly what he said, but the gist is there.
Fuck it up.
And then she goes, "I went to St. Albert High." He's like, "Oh, a Catholic girl. That's where all the bad girls. Or no, sorry, that's where all the good girls go." And then he winked at her.
Ew, that's disgusting. I can't find it.
Yeah, and then that's when she kind of like rebuffed him and left. Anyways, I was on Twitter. You probably go back to my tweets and see all this, but I was on Twitter like taking a photo of this guy. There was like a chancellor's meeting in private. I guess he was the chancellor. Around the corner, and so I took a photo of that, and I was like, yeah, I wonder what happens behind closed doors. Not even a week later, he was fired.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So he was a predator.
This was pre-Me Too, like a year or two prior to Me Too, I think. I could be wrong. My sister, I'm going to fact check this with my sister, and the next episode I'll follow up. But yeah, he was gone. He was ousted. And I wasn't the only one that noticed. There was a lot of people that were like, "What the fuck is?" Because like they're on a jumbotron. Like do you understand that it's not like 1932 anymore, sir? You fucking predator. It was gross. It was so gross.
That's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he was fired. He's probably dead by now. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna find out who it was. I'm gonna look him up. Hopefully he's dead, and I'm gonna piss on his grave because that's an example of someone who I don't think life is sacred, and who I think it'd be great. He can get on a head-on collision with Glenn. Him and Glenn get a head-on collision.
Oh, yeah, two birds with one stone.
There it is. That's exactly it. I think it's a beautiful place to wrap
great.
up.
Yeah. And then I would want to be the fireman that shovels them into the meat wagon.
I would just let the fire burn.
Oh, just ash.
Yeah, I would just let it burn. And then you can skip over the box. There's already ashes there. You're saving the family some money. It's a win-win-win.
I wonder what happens when that happens.
When the corpse is burned already?
Yeah, you don't put them in a cup. I guess you probably put them in a Ziploc.
You probably get I bet you they have fake corpses. I bet you there's a market for that.
There's no fucking way.
100%. It's like, look, you guys want like we'll put something, or no, they'd get if it's a coffin, they're gonna fill the coffin with like memorabilia, like in Castaway.
Oh yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
They fill the coffin with memorabilia.
Yeah, and they hose you off because you're
Well,
gone.
your ashes would just. Although it's gotta be really hot to burn bone. I think.
Well, your car gets hot. It's got full of gas.
I know, but like the
gas tank full of fucking 40 gallons of gas.
Yeah, the temperature at which a human corpse burns all the way through, it's quite hot.
Yeah, bone in your teeth.
Yeah, teeth
Maybe you
too.
can put a tooth on the pillow in the coffin.
Yeah, like a reverse tooth fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like
You found one of the molars with an old school cavity.
The metal cavity. The metal cavity would last. Yeah.
Yeah, and you put the little tucks on that and put it in the coffin.
Yeah. Good night, Lacey. All right, I think we're gonna edit there, guys.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for listening and/or watching. If you're watching it on YouTube, appreciate you. Love you. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, you didn't say the thing.
Oh, always wait front to back.
Yeah, that's it.
Make sure, or else it's Jeremy.